Hello and happy day 2 of vlogust to you. This is gonna get confusing because it's actually the 3rd day of August, but it's the 2nd day of vlogust because we're only doing the weekdays. Anyway, it's August 3rd, whatever, I'm late on this, but I've been really trying to stay consistent with uploading my bullet journal themes every month because, I don't know, it's a nice change up to just like do some art and talk about life and our collective communal existential crises. I'm starting a new journal today because there aren't enough pages to do a full month in this one. I did really love this journal though. We had some really good themes. We got the avocados, we got, no, forget about the bubble theme. You didn't see that. We got the Peacock June theme and the Mermaid July. I got really fancy experimenting with watercolors and I didn't hate it. So now we're starting this journal, this last Archer and Olive journal that I have left. I love their journals, by the way. You should totally check them out. I'll link them in the description. Hopefully this is the last journal for the year if we can squeeze 5 months into it. But if not, wouldn't hate buying a new one. As always, I like to put a reminder at the beginning of each journal so I remember not to take myself too seriously when journaling. And coincidentally, I put this on the wrong page. But you know, listen to the message. I like having this message here because your journal just should be a personal, judgment-free zone. Don't overcomplicate anything and just like do what feels good, man. I really like having these future logs in the beginning of each journal because they end up being super helpful for when people try to schedule things weeks or months in advance. So you just like remember to include them when you create those monthly spreads. I also like to keep track of moon cycles here, but enough about me. Let's talk about me. August is a pink month for me. Pink represents success, money, career, all very cool things. I don't know, I personally haven't felt that energy in any of my past pink months, but hey, there's always time to start. And for a summer pink theme, I felt like flamingos maybe, and palm trees would be fitting. I haven't seen a beach since October 2020, and honestly, I keep forgetting it's summer, but hey, let's roll with what the simulation says it is. I did a pen test in the back to see what kind of pinks and leafy greens I wanted to include in this month's theme. I like the watercolor that we've been doing, but I didn't really want to do all the color mixing to make just the right shade of pink. So instead of experimenting with using these Tombow dual brush pens and a water brush pen to achieve like a possibly similar effect to watercolor, I did a really rough sketch of a flamingo and added some leaves and then started to try this pen technique, but I didn't realize I was starting during the sunset. So the lighting changed dramatically from the start of this to where I am now, and I just decided to stop and try again in the morning. Do you see why I'm so behind? Okay, new day, new cup of coffee, where were we? So yeah, I'm trying this technique and I'm just putting the ink on this Ziploc baggie. I've never done this before, but I've seen people do it, so it should work, right? And then I'm just using the water brush pen to pick it up. I originally got the idea to do flamingos from the Adobe Premiere 2021 loading screen because I edit all the time and I see this image frequently. But they have pink clouds that they turned into flamingos, which I thought was really pretty. So I had this like cloudy sort of effect in my mind when I started, which is why I'm going the wet on wet route. I don't really feel like spending a lot of time shading and layering like on the previous themes. I just am lazy right now and behind, okay? Leave me alone. So I'm just doing a base layer and then maybe like one detail layer on top and calling it a day. And that's it. And I don't want to hear any complaints. None. And I know you want to complain. Just kidding. None of you ever complain, but thank you. You're the best. I love you. Anyway, while this is happening, what's been up with you? July was a whirlwind for me, and I don't really see it stopping anytime soon. I've just been picking up a lot of the disconnected, polarizing energy in the world. And I'll be honest, it put me in a bit of a depression funk for a bit. I guess I wish we as a society of humans could see the big picture more sometimes, but hey, what's really new? Aside from that, things have been great. I've been playing a lot of poker and I pretty much never leave my house. I haven't really had any exciting revelations to share, just kind of trying to remain enthusiastic about existing. At least my teenage angst is still alive and well, huh? So I gave my flamingo some heart-shaped glasses and she chilling with her Cosmopolitan, probably happy hour at the pool. Oh my God, remember before pandemics? Goals. I also like having the option to use these brush pens as pens. Really cool and multifunctional, these guys. I aspire to be like them. Moving on to the monthly goals and habit tracker. I wanted to give the first page some time to dry, so I started with the habit tracker. I really fell off my habit tracker big last month. I am going to try to make a concentrated effort to stay on track this time, but no promises. This month is just like, that should be the theme of this month. That's what I should have put on the cover, was no promises. Like, that's my theme. I want to do a good job, but I just can't promise you anything. I'm so severely scared of disappointing anyone, but I just don't know. I don't know with my brain. I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do. I'm just gonna try, and that's all I can do. But anyway, with the habit tracker, someone had commented last month asking which habits I've taken off my habit tracker out of curiosity, because I had said that I'll take habits off if I realize they're stressing me out more than helping my life. So one I took off a while back was getting 8 hours of sleep. That was a habit on here. And that's because I usually get around 8 hours of sleep, but it's more like 7.5. So I felt like I couldn't count it on the habit tracker in the 8 hours of sleep category. So it would go like empty for so long, and it made me feel like a failure because I would not hit 8 hours of sleep. I'd hit 7.5 hours of sleep, and then I would get anxiety about trying to hit 8 hours of sleep, and then I would end up sleeping worse. So yeah, that one got yeeted. Another one was creativity. I used to have creativity as a habit, a daily habit, because I wanted to carve out creative time every day, and that sounds like a good idea, right? But it ended up just kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself to be creative when I didn't feel like it and when I wanted to focus on other things. But one that I keep forgetting to add back on that I still forgot this month is cuticle oil. Your girl has not been taking care of her cuticles, and they have been letting me know. Okay, bitch, I will get you oiled. Somehow I will try to remember, but no promises. My monthly goal page is just the same categories every month, just different colors, blah, blah, blah. Moving on to the monthly spread. Yeah, nothing really special about this page either. I wouldn't even say I use this page a ton, but I do like having it because I do like to get a bird's eye view of the month and just kind of see how busy it is. And this is also where I would take any dates I had previously scheduled in the future log, and then I would make sure to put them on the month spread so I could, really get an accurate view before starting the month. I just like to know ahead of time what's happening. And the weekly spread never changes except for the colors each month. I like having the days bricked off into sections where the top half is the beginning of the day and the bottom half is the evening, and that way I can see at a glance which parts of which days are open. I also like separating work tasks and personal tasks on the side, and yeah, that's it for this month's spread. I hope you liked it. We're getting through this year together, guys. It's not that serious. Happy half-assed vlogust to you. See you tomorrow. Maybe. No promises.
I had been a wallflower for so long, standing on the side.